Hello everybody. If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 366, The Charity Shop Find. Intermediate. Sarah loves Saturdays. After a busy week working as a graphic designer, she enjoyed having time to relax and to explore her city. One Saturday, she decided to visit the local charity shops. She wasn't looking for anything in particular, but she liked the idea of finding a unique item at a bargain price. The first shop was small and cluttered, with clothes crammed onto rails and shelves overflowing with books and ornaments. Sarah browsed through the clothes, but nothing caught her eye. She was about to leave when she noticed a box tucked away in a corner. It was full of old photographs. Intrigued, Sarah knelt down and started looking through them. There were black and white photos of people in old-fashioned clothes, faded colour photos of families on holiday, and snapshots of everyday life from decades past. One photo in particular stood out. It was a black and white image of a young woman sitting on a bench in a park. She was smiling, and there was a sense of joy about her. Sarah felt drawn to the photo, as if she knew the woman. She decided to buy it, along with a couple of other interesting photos, for just a few pounds. Later that day, Sarah showed the photos to her flatmate, Mark. Mark was studying history at university and was always interested in old things. He was particularly impressed by the photo of the young woman in the park. "She looks like she's from the 1920s or 30s, he said. "Look at her dress and hairstyle." Sarah agreed. She wondered who the woman was and what her story was. She felt a strange connection to her, and she couldn't stop thinking about the photo. The next day, Sarah decided to do some research. She scanned the photo and uploaded it to an online forum for genealogy enthusiasts. She asked if anyone recognized the woman or the location in the photo. To her surprise, she received a response within a few hours. A user named Old Time Photos recognized the park. It was a park in a small town about 50 miles from where Sarah lived. The user also suggested that the woman might be connected to a local family with the surname Bennett. Sarah was excited. She decided to take a day trip to the town the following weekend. When she arrived, she went straight to the park. It was smaller than she had imagined, but it still had the same layout as in the photo. She found the bench where the woman had been sitting, and she sat down herself, imagining what it must have been like to be there all those years ago. After visiting the park, Sarah went to the local library. She asked the librarian if they had any information about the Bennett family. The librarian was helpful and showed her some old local newspapers and census records. Sarah discovered that a woman named Elsie Bennett had lived in the town in the 1920s and 30s. She had worked as a teacher and had been a well-respected member of the community. Sarah felt a thrill of excitement. She was almost certain that Elsie Bennett was the woman in the photo. She felt a sense of satisfaction at having uncovered a small piece of history. When Sarah returned home, she emailed Old Time Photos to thank them for their help. She also attached a photo of Elsie Bennett from a local newspaper. Old Time Photos replied, confirming that it was the same woman. They were amazed that Sarah had been able to find out so much. Sarah framed the photo of Elsie Bennett and hung it on her wall. Every time she looked at it, she thought about the woman's life and the connection she felt to her. It was a reminder that even the smallest things can have a story to tell, and that sometimes the most interesting discoveries are found in the most unexpected places. The charity shop find had turned into a fascinating journey into the past, connecting Sarah to a woman she had never met, but now felt she knew. She realized that sometimes a simple photograph can open a window to a whole other world. Vocabulary notes. Cluttered, adjective. Untidy, full of things in a disorganized way. Example: the first shop was small and cluttered, with clothes crammed onto rails and shelves overflowing with books and ornaments. Meaning, when a place is cluttered, it's difficult to move around or find things because there are too many objects in it. Similar words: messy, untidy, disorganized, disordered, chaotic. Browsed, verb. To look through things casually, without a specific purpose. Example: Sarah browsed through the clothes, but nothing caught her eye. Meaning, to look at a selection of things, such as goods in a shop or articles in a magazine, in a leisurely way. Similar words: skimmed, glanced, perused, more formal, examined, more thoroughly. Intrigued, adjective. Very interested in something because it seems strange or mysterious. Example: intrigued, Sarah knelt down and started looking through them. Meaning, feeling curiosity or fascination. Similar words: curious, fascinated, interested, captivated. Decades, noun. Periods of 10 years. Example: snapshots of everyday life from decades past. Meaning, a period of 10 years. Similar words: tens of years. Stood out, phrasal verb. To be very noticeable or easily seen. Example: one photo in particular stood out. Meaning, to be prominent or distinct. Similar words: distinguished itself, was noticeable, was prominent. Genealogy, noun. The study of family history and ancestry. Example: she scanned the photo and uploaded it to an online forum for genealogy enthusiasts. Meaning, the study of family, origins and history. Similar words: family history, ancestry, lineage. Census records, noun. Official records of the population of a country or area. Example: the librarian was helpful and showed her some old newspapers and census records. Meaning, official counts of a population, usually including details such as age, occupation, and place of birth. Similar phrases: population records, demographic data. Well-respected, adjective. Admired or highly regarded by people. Example: she had worked as a teacher and had been a well-respected member of the community. Meaning, held in high esteem. Similar words: respected, esteemed, admired, highly regarded. Satisfaction, noun. The feeling of pleasure that you get when you achieve or complete something. Example: she felt a sense of satisfaction at having uncovered a small piece of history. Meaning, a feeling of fulfillment or contentment. Similar words: contentment, fulfillment, gratification, pleasure. Example sentences: I felt a great sense of satisfaction after finishing the project. She derived great satisfaction from helping others. Story written by Google Gemini 2.0 AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you.